This is KUGAN CASSIUS from London. We're at Trinity House here in Tower Hill for the press conference for Darren Barker and Felix Sturm. Why didn't you invite me yesterday?
To Stuttgart?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it was a much better turnout here than it was in Stuttgart yesterday.
Why is that?
I don't think Stuttgart's really much of a fight city, and it was alright, but it just wasn't. We had a great turnout here today.
So you already know that, I thought it ain't really worth bringing the big bear out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the main reason.
Okay. First of all, you announced the signing of Stephen Smith, second Smith brother to join your ranks. Why Stephen?
I just rated him as a fighter. I saw the press release he put out last week to say that he was a free agent and terminate his agreements, and it was, British champion. I was really impressed with his win over Buckland. Obviously, he's a Callum Smith's brother as well, who we're bringing on nicely. So, we was in the mix, and I saw him at O2 Arena on Saturday, had a brief chat, and then drove up on Monday to see him and got everything done. So excited.
Any ongoing issues regarding Stephen signing for you?
In terms of
his former promoter or anything?
No, listen, we make our position clear all the time. We don't make offers or approach fighters who are under contract to other promoters and managers. And when we hear, as we did, that Stephen had terminated those agreements, we were very interested to sign him. When a fighter terminates an agreement, it's not up to me to decide whether they've terminated it correctly or incorrectly. It's up to the former promoter and the fighter to discuss that. But again, once they become a free agent and have terminated all agreements, and we get that confirmation from their legal team, then we enter the discussions, and a fighter of Stephen's calibre, only too happy to get him on board.
Okay. Moving forward with Stephen Smith, obviously you want to get a fight with Sykes on the 23rd as his first defence of the British title.
Yeah, that's the fight that he's obligated to take for that British title. He's highly ranked in the EBU. He's ranked across the governing bodies. He's 9 in the WBC, I think 11 in the WBA, 11 in the WBO. So I want to push forward for a world title shot for Stephen Smith in 2014. So the Sykes fight is just a really good fight. It happens to be his mandatory, so that's the one we'll pursue. But also we've got to look at other avenues as well. Obviously, what we always do with our fighters is keep them busy. Stephen will be incredibly busy, but we've got to take the right path now to really kick him on. He's been fairly inactive over the last year or so. So, I want to change that, and I want to get him a shot at the world title. So, onwards and upwards. But whatever happens, whoever he's fighting, he'll fight on the 23rd of November on the Froch Groves card.
Okay. You've also now lost two of your fighters from the Matchroom stable. The Evangelou brothers have now signed for, is it Queensbury?
Yeah, they weren't our fight. They weren't under contract to Matchroom. Obviously, Chris lost twice on the spin. And Andreas, we were helping out. So we didn't, in terms of opportunities for them, we couldn't really help them any further.
Well, my mistake. I thought they were with.
Never signed, no. Oh. But no, we couldn't really help them out any more in their career. So they've joined Frank, and I think it's great for them. They're going to. I think he said he's going to box them on the Copper Box show that they've got. So hopefully, Chris has boxed twice for the Southern Area title and lost. Andreas, I think he's undefeated, but both very popular guys, lovely fellas, and I wish them all the best.
Okay. Barker Sturm. Right, we spoke loads about this anyway, haven't we? Whites in Germany.
Well, Darren was very candid and honest in the press conference, and all I can say again is, look, this is a business, this is a sport, this is people's careers you're talking about. Of course, in an ideal world, we'd be taking this fight at the O2 Arena or something like that, but you're talking about 3 times 4. The money is absolutely huge, and beyond that, I do my job by making sure that we've got a rematch clause, which is quite unusual in a mandatory defence. I do my job to ensure that we've got neutral officials. I trust the IBF implicitly. And you only have to look at the last few fights Felix Sturm's had in Germany that have gone to points. Matthew Macklin, I felt, won the fight, didn't get the decision. I felt that Sturm beat Murray by a round. I had it really close, but it was a draw. Gill against Sturm was really close. They gave it to Gill, and Solomon against Sturm was close. They gave it to Solomon. So
no contest in the end, though.
Yeah, well, but as far as the decision from the judges, see that then. So, but really, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy. IBF neutral officials, a great opportunity for Darren Barker, and he deserves it. These are the kind of, my job as a promoter is to set my fighters up for life. when they end their career, I want them to look back knowing that financially they've never got another worry. They can look back at their career. You know, you talk about legacies as well. To go over and fight Sergio Martinez in Atlantic City, put up a great performance, then go to Atlantic City on HBO and win the world title in America against Daniel Gill, then go to Felix Sturm and beat Felix Sturm in Germany. Now you're talking about a proper resume. You know, it's easy to stay in the UK and fight people that no one's ever heard of, but that's not Darren Zammo, that's not what motivates him. And a win against Sturm on foreign soil, it's proper.
Who else would you ideally like to box on that undercard in Germany?
I don't think we're going to have a huge amount of matchroom fighters. We may put probably one, maybe two, but more likely one if at all.
Joshua?
Maybe, but we're going to announce a big London show for December the 14th in the next few days as well. So I'll probably box him there. You know, contrary to what people say, I've got a lot of dates to fill still, and I need my fighters fighting on my shows. So at the moment, every single fighter that I promote knows exactly when they're fighting next, and their careers are mapped out beautifully to know exactly when they're fighting, and when they're fighting after that, which direction we're going in. And I kind of need my fighters here, really, boxing on our shows. But I would like to take maybe one of our fighters out to Germany to get that experience, and I'll probably do the same on a Golden Boy show soon in America.
Okay. Are you going to take me out to BARKER Sturm?
Yeah.
You've already thought of that?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a big fight, you know. And I went yesterday, and I urge fans to go. One, because the arena is fantastic. Two, because the atmosphere is going to be absolutely out of this world. And three, because it's an hour and 10 minutes on the plane. You know, so get involved and come out. It's going to be a wonderful atmosphere.
All right.
Coogie Bears on the arm.
All right, okay. I'm not going to push it with Canada. We'll talk about that.
I wouldn't bother.
What?
I wouldn't bother.
No, I might thingy myself in for that, maybe.
You might thingy yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't mean anything funny. Did you watch Towie last night?
No.
Arj was at the Mayweather Boxing Club with Joey Essex.
Looking well. I'm trying to get into this Ray Donovan. Darren Barker's been talking about it, Sky Atlantic.
Yeah.
Apparently it's an unbelievable series. Yeah, I was trying to download it last night.
It. So, how was your Space Raiders anyway?
Lovely. Top crisps they are, but they're so small, aren't they? Do you know what it was? Listen, I ain't afraid to say. I went into Poundland in Billericay on Saturday morning. My daughter wanted some Halloween stuff, and you know, my missus said that you get your stuff in Poundland. Went in Poundland. Problem is with Poundland, you go in there, you end up spending about 70 quid on stuff that you have no interest in. And one of the things I bought was a big box, a big packet of Space Raiders pickled onion, top drawer.
Yeah. You know what? I saw your tweet the other day. I just thought I'd ask you about it.
Space Raiders. I get more reply about comments on crisps than I do about comments on boxing.
Making fights.
Yeah. People love Space Raiders.
Yeah, bit of an underrated crisp, isn't it?
Right.
More of a beef Space Raider myself.
But a lot of people are saying that, and also tomato.
How about the tomato one?
Oh, the pickled onion.
Remember Tangy Toms?
Yeah, I rate Tangy Toms.
Yeah, they're underrated.
The other one I rate is the salt and vinegar twirls.
Yeah?
Yeah. And the chipsticks as well.
Oh, chipsticks, yeah, salt and vinegar ones.
I still think that Frazzles are massively overrated. And
overrated.
I know we had an argument about this, but Frazzles, you know, I got a little bit of a penchant for pork scratchings as well. They seem to be.
Do you like them really hard though?
I don't like them really soft, so you can taste all the, you know. But for me, like roast pork on a Sunday, you know, with a crackly, oh mate, it's different gravy, isn't it?
I can see why some people probably would slag our interviews off. We spend 3 minutes talking about crisps, but I don't care. At
the end of the day, crisps are a big part of my life. You know what I mean? So you can't just ignore it. What are you going to do?
No.
You know, yeah, we happen to be flying at the moment on the boxing and have a formidable team, but you can never forget about crisps. Wherever you are in the world, you know, whether it's Pom Bears, you know, whether it's Space Raiders, whether it's Hula Hoops, whether it's Tangy Toms, even whether it's Frazzles, because let's be honest. You know,
what about wheat crunchies? You're not a fan of wheat crunchies?
I don't mind wheat crunchies. Worcester sauce though, spicy tomato never rocked the boat.
No.
Or floated the boat. Never floated the boat. You know.
Going back to boxing.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah. Going
back to boxing. Your next show is on the 26th of October in Sheffield.
Do you know the card?
Yeah.
Kell Brook against Senchenko. Brian Rose against Maciel in a final eliminator for the WBO, which incidentally is an absolute cracker of a fight. Callum Smith will be in quite a big title fight, we'll announce this week. Anthony Joshua on the bill.
Yafai.
Adam Etches, Scott Jenkins, Samo Mason and I think the televised fight's going to be the Callum Smith title fight, probably Yafai floating, Anthony Joshua, Brian Rose against Maciel, and then Kell Brook against Senchenko.
Okay.
Tickets are flying, going really well.
So just to quickly go through, you've got Hull on the 2nd. Mm-hmm. You've got a prize fighter coming up in November as well. Heavyweights. Which will be headlined by Joshua and heavyweights. Nice. And that's Fox and Groves on the 23rd. And then Bellew on November the 30th. Darren Barker against Sturm on December the 7th. And then 14th. And on the 14th, your annual Christmas London, cracker. And on the 15th, a divorce. Are you going to call it the Christmas Cracker? No. Have you thought of a name for it? No. You off, Joe? Alright, mate. See you later. No, I'm sort of moving away from naming shows. I don't know. Yeah. Is it a bit muggy? I don't know. Christmas Cracker is the muggiest title I've ever heard. Couple of thoughts about stuff not to do with anything to do with you. Tyson Fury last night, did you see? I mean, I really like Tyson Fury. Because, you were there when we first met, me and Tyson, and it, but the problem is... See you later, Colin. Cheers, mate. Oh, yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers, Alan. See you soon, mate. But I was reading some of his stuff last night, and I'm just thinking, what are you doing? You've got an obligation as a professional sportsman to be a role model and to act within a certain way, and you just can't be saying the stuff that he's saying, whether he thinks it's funny or not, or he's joking or what. We've got to make this sport credible, and we've got to, I want the top fighters to be role models for people, and some maybe don't want to be role models, but I want them to, and I just, like I say, I like Tyson Fury. I think he's brilliant for the game, and I think he's a good fighter, but I just sometimes, Who would you say was worse, Broner or Fury? Probably Fury. Fury's worse than Broner? Not within his actions, but I don't know, I don't know. I was reading them last night and just like going like that in my head, and I think the board have made a comment this morning they're going to pull him in. A few papers have picked up on a Lennox Lewis story today. I think he's tweeted saying it's rubbish. No. Would you be interested if he was available? Not really. I mean, he's a legend. He's a heavyweight legend. My opinion, one of the best heavyweights ever, Lennox Lewis. But I think he's tweeted saying it's rubbish anyway. But I'm excited about the new crop of heavyweights coming through. I think the division is exciting again. Obviously Wilder. I think Tyson Fury. Obviously you got David Hayes still floating around. But you've got Areola with a decent win. You've got young Anthony Joshua. You've got Hughie Fury. Looks like a good talent. Richard Towers. Even Ian Lewinson. I think he's a good young prospect when he's fit as well, especially. So I'm quite excited about the heavyweight division. David Price still got a big future in the sport. So. All right. Well, I'm just going to go and grab a word with young Felix. Have you not done him yet? No. I want to get him after. He's a nice bloke. Real nice bloke. I heard he's friends with Lucas Podolski, so. They've got a private jet to get back. I want to get him there. All these fighters seem to be travelling on private jets these days. Quigg was on one the other day. Quigg got his own private jet. You go on Muggy EasyJet, didn't you? I know. I was German Wings yesterday. I was on German Wings. Why don't you have your own plane? A bit weird, isn't it? It's a fucking absolute fortune. I'd rather just go on EasyJet and buy Haribo's instead. Yeah, good call. There's certain things that I'm not one of those people that I want to earn so much money so I can get a boat and a plane, and I'm not really bothered as long as I'm comfortable and I haven't got an excessive lifestyle. You know that, Kugi. Yeah. I'm happy with a mocha cortado from Costa and a little Ginsters every now and again, and maybe some pork scratchings. Beef jerky as well. Quite big on that. You don't rate that, do you? No. I think it's an horrible thing. What, beef jerky? Yeah. It looks sickly. To be fair, the ones you get from the garage probably ain't. Yeah, that's the ones I meant. You're on about proper traditional beef jerky. I think Nando's is Ratatouille. I think you can't beat it. Nando's, I mean, my mouth is watering telling you this. Butterfly chicken, ratatouille, and a corn on the cob. That's all you need. And now they do sides of avocado as well, which is one of my favourites. So you're big on halloumi cheese. Oh. Yeah, but what is halloumi cheese? It's grilled cheese. That's all it is. But what kind of cheese? But it doesn't taste like it is. Is it real cheese? Yes. Are you sure? I have to find out, really. Is it not non-dairy? I don't know, but it's just the governor. I could eat that. You had about 3 portions the other day when we went. I ate your portion, that's why. You paid for it as well. That Nando's comes to about £100, 3 of us.
But you know what? I don't mind spending money in Nando's because I think the product's fantastic. Good luck to them.
Definitely.
Don't mind giving them my money.
Definitely. Alright, have you got anything going on next week, press-wise?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
We have something every week.
I know.
Kell Brook media workout next week as well.
What day is that going to be on?
Don't know. I'm trying to confirm this afternoon. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday in Sheffield.
Alright, Ed. Thanks for talking to Tyson from London. And we'll catch up with you soon. Just having a quick look at Eddie's suit today.
Bit of a rascal.
Yeah. Who makes that?
It's my tailor, Tom Sweeney.
Okay.
It's one of those suits. I don't know. Sometimes you put it on, you go, I rate that, and other times you put it on, you go, what a rascal. If you get a photo with it on the flash, it looks like shocking. But
Alright, Ed.
I need some new suits. If there's any tailors out there that want to give me any freebies?
Sweeney ain't going to be happy, is he?
Yeah, but he charges me, doesn't he? I think it's about
Oh, he
time I got a little
charges
freebie
you?
from
Yeah, you
somewhere.
should do, yeah. And put it out there.
Freebies are different gravy.
I know.
What else do we want? Freebie.
A black card would be handy.
Nando's black card, don't think that's going to happen. But a car, that'd be nice.
A car? You drive a fucking Bentley.
Yeah, but you know, like one of those. I'm in the market for a new motor.
Oh yeah.
So's dazzling Darren Barker. Have you interviewed him?
Not yet.
Ask him. Say there's a rumour going around that you're in the market for either an Aston Martin or a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Okay.
Don't you think you're getting a bit big time now? And it's going to your head.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
Alright, no worries. Thanks a lot, Eddie.
All right, mate.
Cheers.